They don't come with fanfare. They whisper. But those whispers can shift the course of your entire life. Choosing peace is one of them. And sometimes, in order to have peace, you must close certain doors. You have to silence the noise. You must let go of people. And yes, many times peace is not found in the presence of others, but in solitude. Because there are connections that disrupt your balance more than silence ever could. There are I love yous that feel more like chains. There are embraces that suffocate rather than comfort. Choosing peace is no longer explaining yourself, no longer needing to justify your limits. It's realizing that you don't need chaos or conflict to validate your decision. Have you ever felt a strange sense of relief after a separation, even though it hurt? That deep sigh that rises from the soul. That is the sound of your truth, finally breathing freely. Not everyone will understand. Some will say you've become cold. Others will think you've changed. But the truth is different. The truth is that you simply stopped negotiating your inner peace. Carl Jung also said, "Freedom is achieved when you no longer need the approval of others." And that kind of freedom often comes dressed as solitude. But it's a sacred solitude. One that doesn't leave you empty, but cleanses you. One that doesn't isolate you, but protects you. Choosing peace means choosing yourself. And that, more than anything else, is the most profound act of self-love you can give. When you stop pretending, the world begins to shift. Not because everything outside changes, but because your inner world starts to vibrate on a different frequency. And as if the universe responds to your authenticity, new souls begin to arrive. People who don't want to mold you, who don't want to fix you, who feel at ease just by being in your presence, exactly as you are. They don't show up immediately. First, life empties you. It strips away everything. It leaves you standing alone, open-handed, vulnerable. But then, slowly, new energies begin to enter. They're quieter, deeper, more real. Souls that have also walked through shadows, who know what pain feels like, who no longer want to play games. They cherish silence just as much as they value a truthful word. With them, you don't have to impress anyone. You don't need masks. Your presence is enough. Your essence is enough. And in that realization, you finally understand why you had to lose so much, why you had to be alone, why it hurt so deeply to awaken. It was all necessary. The soil had to be cleared. The roots had to be pulled. The pain had to be felt. So that new relationships could bloom. Not perfect ones, but conscious ones. Not eternal, but real. Carl Jung expressed it with profound wisdom. Find the people who make you feel like you can be yourself without effort. Those people are your true home. Your authenticity is like a lighthouse. It doesn't chase, it simply shines. And sooner or later, it draws in those who are walking toward the same kind of light. Now, as you look back from where you are today, you might realize something powerful. It wasn't a loss, it was a liberation. You didn't lose people. You lost an old version of yourself. The version that stayed quiet out of fear. The one that settled for emotional crumbs. The one that begged for love, disguised as attention, affection, or companionship. That version of you no longer exists. And with it, many people had to leave too. And that's okay, because you are no longer who you once were.